Hello and welcome everyone to us taking on the next chapter of the Blood and Roses saga. Let's see, since there is a lot of darkness in this saga, let us use the... Alright, there is the new monthly things. Since this is the monthly... Yeah, difficult talking. Since this is the month of the anniversary, they have created a new amulet for an anniversary amulet. This is the Doomed Dragon amulet side of the elements. It, for DA members, costs 500 dragon coins. For non-DA members, it costs 5,000 dragon coins. It is the best multi-element weapon because it has every main element in the game. It also levels up, and it is in general a really nice all-around weapon, which is why I'm going to buy it. And then we're going to use it. And as you can see, this is how you change weapons. Now it is a light weapon. Then let us go to our hometown. No, let's go to the timeline to Palo Village. No, actually. Let us go to the Darkness Orb Saga and grab the Paladin armor. Let's then load our equipment, load our looks, and equip the Doomed Dragon Scythe. Now then, we will go ahead and complete the Blood and Roses saga. Last week, Raven got bitten. Let's see how well we can find our cure. Let's go to the castle. If there's another nest of vampires, we have to find it. They might be the ones who took Thursday. Cheney says we need to head to the northwest. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go, Jaina. We have to find Thursday. Raven, stop. We need to think about what we're doing right now. We're rushing from fire to fire and not stopping to put them out. All I care about is Thursday. I can put the fires out later. Before or after you turn. Even if I turn, we still have to save Thursday. I was alone in the middle of Doomwood, and she was the only one who welcomed me in. She saved my life, and I won't stand by while hers is taken. Raven, I want to save Thursday too, but we have to slow down and make sure we're not missing anything. Friday, Cheney, we can't trust either of them. I don't. I'm not going to sit and make a list of all the places I haven't seen Thursday, though, when I could actually be looking for her. Please. Jaina, before it's we have to find her before it's too late. I just hope we're going in the right direction. Well then, let's hide. A villager vampire. Unfortunately, we don't have access to silver, but this is good enough. Let us see what attack we can do. I think Holy Wrath seems nice. The paladin gets extra damage if you attack an undead enemy, so this really helps. Northwest it was, wasn't it? Oh right, this attack is also nice. This is the only damage locked or type locked resistance skill, but it is really good. A vampire warrior. No weaknesses. But, I mean, it's still an undead, so... Right, I need to change that one back. Mana regeneration in this class is also pretty good, so... You know, if we can, we should take advantage of it. Oh, and thank you to Crispy Croquette for following me. Let's turn off manual pet actions. Let's see, Phoenix Song. Not enough, but still good. I quite like the look of these attacks because these look really good. And then we have, in a single turn, beaten another vampire mage. These are even weaker, so... I'm not as good as a paladin, though, as some other people are, such as Baron Dante, who recently managed to last 200 rounds versus one enemy who gets stronger every round. At a certain point, you have to wonder, when do you stop? But Baron Dante decided that stopping was for people who don't main Paladin. was quite weird, honestly, to see that someone had a 2-hour video of a single fight. Or I believe it wasn't even 2 hours, it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes, so it was a ridiculously long fight. And it was honestly quite amazing that someone managed to last that long. That definitely has to be it. Is this blood? I don't really want to know. Raven, we need to figure out how to get inside. Did you hear something? What was that? That is one of the laggiest animations in Dragonfable. The Vampire Queen has requested your presence. Requested? And if we refuse? We've defeated plenty of vampires. We need to get into that castle, so let's try diplomacy to start with. Be ready to fall back on previous experience though. I do not take kindly to mortals coming into my domain and attacking my subjects. Your domain? This is part of the kingdom of Greengard under the rule of King Altian. The kingdoms of you delicate mortals rise and fall in the blink of an eye as far as I'm concerned. The night itself is my realm and my subjects are eternal. I'm gracious enough to welcome all who wish to embrace the night and be given the gift of immortality. My kingdom will continue to grow while mortal castles rise and fall and crumble to dust. Now, why have you trespassed? We're looking for a girl. For someone. The girl, Thursday, was taken from Emptyville and we're trying to find her and bring her home. She's been a target for both vampires and werewolves. I have no need to take anyone. Why are you searching for this girl? The Doomwood is a dangerous place for a lost human, even when not being hunted by werewolves and another nest of vampires. She's my friend. I will search until I find for her. I admire your dedication, little one, but it's very likely there's nothing left to be found of your lost friend anyways. Such a shame, the fervor in your eyes. If the wolves hadn't bitten you, you would have made an excellent vampire. Tell me, why would you think to search for your friend here? We've been to Lord Friday's Tower and through the werewolf camps already. Lord Friday. A sad excuse for a lord. He must have been a sad little man, just as his father was, and he's become even more of a disappointment of a vampire. So, Friday wanted your friend for his cadre of lead vampires? Thursday has been a target for years. If his lordship is after Thursday, why on lore would you just leave any stone of that tower still standing? He didn't know she was gone. And you have that much trust in his word? And you're ready to rush into the night again. You mortals really should learn to slow down and think before you act. Is she here? And before you speak, go now, before I decide to let the night embrace you. Go back to your little town and slow down. Look at what's already befallen you due to your haste. Little one, your friend would be in no danger here. Once upon a time I had a friend I cared for as much as the darkness cares for the moon. That's why we've been assured. My dear, why aren't you wearing my gift? Now then, let's report back and see if we can't find anyone worthwhile. And let's sell these wings. Let's quest and do some blood work. Magus Niran needs to talk to you. He says it's important. Let's hope I still remember how to do this voice. Jaina, please don't say anything about me being bitten. Not yet. Raven, Niran is actively looking for a cure. He should know. He might be able to help you. I can't risk it, Jaina. We're here to clean up, report in, and think before we go out searching again. Nothing is going to stop me from trying to save Thursday. I'll meet you at the Magus' lab. That doesn't seem smart. Magus? Jaina, you're back. Don't sneak up on me like that. Did you find Thursday? What happened? We haven't been able to find her. We searched the Darkness Tower, the werewolf scums, and the other vampire nest. The other vampire nest? Safiria has established her own nest to the northeast. The ancient queen. Fascinating. She's been a feared creature for hundreds of years, but always ruled from the shadows. I've always theorized that she was one of the first vampires. How is Raven? I'm fine. I'm here, I'm fine. Just worried for Thursday. We're here to check in and then we need to start searching again. Ah, Raven, I'm glad you've stopped by then. I've discovered a few... Raven. It's okay. I will find a cure. I didn't tell him. I've been studying these infections for how many years now? Did you really think that you could hide it? Did you clean the wound properly? I have to rewrap this. Janie stated we had until the next full moon before she turns. Did he order this? No. It was my fault. Come, let me show you what I've learned. We have little time before the moon is full and we need to know everything. I've been studying the blood samples that you recovered on patrol earlier. From what I can see, vampirism definitely has a darkness element to it, while lycanthropy is light element infused. As you know, our blood already contains minute traces of all the elements. Yeah, of course. These elemental infusions spread almost virally and appear to alter every cell they come into contact with. There seems to be some key differences on the cellular level with how these infusions interact with the existing elements, which could explain how a single werewolf bite is enough to infect someone, while in order to turn a vampire, it seems to require a complete blood transfer. Unfortunately, I just don't have the power to magnify the samples to really see. What do you need? Unless you have the power to shrink us down to the size of cells, I need more to find more powerful lenses. Maybe gnomish? Well, I might. Just give me a minute. Nope. That's not it. Aha! Penguin technology. Are you serious? Do we have another option? It can't hurt to try. I do have a spell that will let me share your vision. I'll need to prepare special slides. We'll need to collect fresher samples too. We don't have any time for that. Jaina, you could look at my cells. Absolutely not. Do you know how dangerous that is? I've been freshly bitten. What better chance do you have to watch the light infusion as it spreads through my blood? If it will help others, help to find the cure, then it's worth it. And what if the shrink ray wears off while Jaina is in your bloodstream? We have to. We might not find Thursday before the full moon, and this is the fastest way for you to see what you need to do. Find Thursday before the full moon? Janie's been doing his own research. Thursday was bitten as well. She's immune to lycanthropy. What? But how? He's not sure, but she has magic in her blood. Vegas, we have to get back out there to find her. So if you want to see the infection in action, we have to do it now. Very well. Are you ready? Absolutely. Stand on this. Try not to crush it. Here we go. Well then, Raven, this might sting a little. And now, to figure out exactly how this works, let's fight inside of Raven. Let's see any weaknesses that we have. Silver and poison. No, we don't have it. So let's just keep going. Then, this is the only time you will see the cell type, at least for a long time. the cell enemy type. I think this is the only time, but there may be some other enemies that do this. Though that particular ability is known and annoying. Let's try to find Thursday so we can find the cure, shall we? And we did it. Let's see, powerful light assault, why not? As you can see, since these aren't undead, this one doesn't have any weakness or resistance, we still deal like 20% less damage. Korlochem, the Holy Spear. It would be fun if we ever got the actual Korlochem. Ah, and here is Licani Lunaria, the actual infection. And like I said, there's a reason why werewolves don't have a light weakness. And with that, Korlochem again. And since this is an exterminate mission, we have to fight them all. Oh. Oh right. That is a type locked fall. Let's heal. That attack is by far the better attack. Yeah. Ooh, we didn't get the effect. That's nice. And now we will actually deal a bit more damage than usual with our Holy Wrath. an infecting Licani Lunaria, and the normal one. Let's weaken it first. Oh no, the undamaged one heals. And a powerful strike. Ah, no. That is annoying. Let's heal a bit, and then a bit more. Or rather, let's deal some damage. We got the stun off, that's nice at least. And now let us see the effects of a Holy Wrath. And the Phoenix Song. And the last one. Let us see. Well, this is the last Licani Lunaria. Or Licani Lunaria. Whatever the pronunciation is. Right, let me show you how you really do heal and hit. Angelic Blessing. That is how you do heal and hit. Uh-oh. Oh no! Luckily, we do have a weapon. Phew. Did you see what you needed to? The infected cells. Once they've been consumed, the new elemental portion is integral to the cell. I can't see a way to purge it with medicine or magic without killing it. I can try to drain the magic slowly from the sample. Quickly, tell me what you learned from Cheney. Then I have another mission for you. You returned. The Magus knows you won't be welcome in town, so he's copied his notes for you. He wants to work together to try and find a cure, even if it has to be in secret. His only requirement is that the werewolf attacks on Emptyville stop. The rose attacks on the werewolves need to stop as well then. I need my original notes recovered too. Did you see a book with a green leather cover? Was it slightly chewed on the cover? You saw it. Friday has it. Then he knows about Thursday, but the avatars. We need to recover that book and thoroughly search the tower. What is he doing? What is it? Vampires! What? You're the vampire who took us to Severia. What are you doing here? The Vampire Queen has summoned you and your pets. Her guest, Thursday, wishes to speak with you. And isn't that a plot twist for the century? Neron and Cheney might start working together in secret, if you can recover his notes from the Darkness Tower. First, though, you need to get back to Severia's castle. And we got Itty Squishy. See, completely natural and hideous, so let us never do that one again. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, no, this one is better. This one can be sold. Same as that one. So, let's quickly sell it. Golden potions and castle crashes. Let's do that, shall we? Thursdays at the Vampire Queen's castle. Hurry, Jaina. Her guest, Thursday, wishes to speak with you. Thursday was there the whole time? Why didn't Severia let us see Thursday? It is not up to me to question Queen Severia. Her Highness has requested your presence, and I would not keep her waiting. Has she been turned? Her heart still beats. For now. Let's go past the river of blood. Come on, Lon. Let's go. Thursday, are you alright? Did she hurt you? I'm fine, Raven. The Queen has been keeping me safe because of what I can do. You lied. Why didn't you tell us you had Thursday? Softly, my dear. I've warned you once before to think before you speak. In the hundreds of years that I've ruled over Darkovia, I've learned that trust is not something that should be easily won. I wasn't about to jeopardize the safety of Thursday on the word of a human child when danger lurked for her in every shadow. You're only here now at her insistence. Raven, please, Her Highness told me that you and Jaina had been here. She's told me about the fighting between the werewolves and the vampires, about the Vampire Lord and that Darkness Tower. She's told me about the darkness of the Doomwood. She's told me about the moon. You told her about Friday? I told her of the Vampire Lord who hunts for her blood. How could you expect her to be careful of danger she knew nothing about? The darkness, the moon. Do you know something that could help the werewolves? Your Highness. With a cure? How do you know about that? I am acquainted with your philanthropic nature, hero, and I'm very aware of your questionable allegiance before your little slumber. Your wolfish friends have made no secret of their goal, and there's no hiding the urgency in her eyes. The land of Darkovia wasn't always in permanent shadow. Long ago, when elementals roamed more freely, I managed to stumble upon a light elemental, Amaris, who was fascinated by the darkness and the creatures that roamed within it. Amaris and I, despite walking through very different worlds, became good friends. It was through her that the safety of myself and my kingdom were ensured. So I would never have to hide from the light of the sun in my own lens. She hung a spectral moon in the sky, one that would never set. If the moon never sets, then the sun can never rise. But her gift to me ended up being her curse. As the woods of Darkovia were given over to darkness, the other light elementals were incensed and cursed Amaris to be tied to the spectral moon she had hung. If she leaves the moon, even a short time, it will set and the spectre and Amaris' light will dissipate. While I last slumbered, Amaris watched over my Darkovia and the Doomwood. As she gazed over the mortal and immortal creatures that wandered the woods, her sight fell upon one who would watch her as intensely as she watched the surface. She risked leaving the moon to visit with him, and stayed so long it almost cost her her light. But they also created a daughter. But how do you know all that if you were asleep? She managed to leave her diary and a note within my tomb. The spectral moon came so close to setting that she doesn't dare leave it again for any length of time. But she wanted Thursday to have her diary. Half elemental, the magic in her blood. Were creatures have always been tied to the light, to the pull of the moon. It has been fascinating to see how you've been affected by Amaris' light, and I believe that the blood that runs through Thursday's veins may be able to free you of your curse. Even now, I can sense a touch of her blood in your veins. Why would you want to find a cure for the werewolves? Creatures cursed by the light can't accept the gift of darkness. You wouldn't... Silver spears. Huh? Well then, let's battle. All of these undead, mere undead, think they can stand against a paladin of my renown? Even if I usually wear the very same armor that they now do. They cannot stand before my might. Mere undead think to stand before me. They would know better than to challenge someone trained as both a necromancer and a paladin, a death knight in truth, instead of merely in name. Let them face me. Let them try. And let them fall before the might of a proper paladin. In there are some of the last of our enemies. Elite vampires thinking they can stand against someone properly trained. Think they can go against their queen. It would be laughable if it weren't so sad. And be first falls. phoenix sings and the vampires fall. Swords rain, and the last of these creatures falls before me. Oh well, the second to last. Let's regenerate some mana so that we don't have to worry about running out. Even though this class really isn't that worrisome. For this class it really isn't that worrisome. Yes. Oh no, they deal less damage. If I really wanted to be annoying, I could also use that one now. Right, I always forget how good of a multi-attack that is. Or rather, how good of an attack that one is. Even if the blind isn't the greatest. Also see that in this version of Prism it is minus 40% damage and decreased light resistance, while versus the Cell enemy type, it was minus 20% damage and decreased light resistance of minus 20 instead of a decreased light resistance of minus 50. So yeah, this class is way better when you're fighting undead instead of anything else. And we still didn't see the full power of our inner light. Thursday! No. And when Sephiria really goes off. Friday. That's a proper vampire. Let's follow her! You can get these. All of them exactly the same. It's a good silver weapon, so yeah. If you really need it. But let's sell the silver arrow's edge. And let's do the blood feud. The giant bat is taking Thursday towards Darkness Tower. Lord Friday. My dear, dear Thursday. Do you know who I am? You're the vampire lord. I am the vampire king, and you, my dear, shall be the first to taste my blood and gain my gift of immortality. I have waited for centuries for a descendant worthy enough, and despite the servility of your father Fester, you have magic in your veins. You are special, Thursday. After all these years of thirst, I shall drink your blood, and then you shall drink mine. Finally, I will bestow my gift on one worthy enough for it. The descendant? I don't understand. I was once human, my dear, and since my turning, I have protected my bloodline over the centuries while lurking in the shadows. Waiting and watching for one such as you. Your father was unworthy, as was his father before him, and his mother before that. I had begun to worry that too much lowliness had been bred into the Friday line. Somehow, Fester was able to procreate up, shall we say. I'm not sure who your mother is, child, but her magic has ensured that you are worthy enough to become part of the eternal royalty. No, I don't want your gift. The power! It burns. I must have more. Severia, stop! I'm sorry, you surprised me. They're at the top, but that leech was well prepared. They've added some kind of silver potion to their arsenal. There's only one of our number that even has a chance of being able to get in. Right. Let's do it then. Oh, get up there. Or die trying. We can help clear path. And that is what a proper vampire queen does. Let me quickly bend that one. Ben and report for being a big follow spot. Swords Eternal. Let's fight, shall we? An lead vampire fence for me? Not much longer. And the Dark Drinker, unfortunately a beast. But still, it is a beast I can handle. And that's that. And that's a dead bat. to elite vampires. They would have been better off just staying inside and letting their beasts do the work for them. Oh, this will be nice. We're almost at a level up. And we level up and get a full heal as well. A poor elite vampire doesn't even have enough health to survive that one hit. See, these are far more of a threat. And then it died. To be honest, I was quite surprised that the previous one needed 2 hits. It needed the full 4 hits, I mean. Oops, wrong one. I mean, it's always a good one, but still, wrong attack. Unfortunate, but it should be expected. Hey, it's the betraying prick. But yeah, this was one of the vampires on the offshoot in the first mission, Disappearance. And that was why I said that it was quite funny that we saw him here. The Phoenix song and then a crusading strike to finish it off. Should be enough. It really should be enough. Once upon a time, Jaina, you came before me and I thought you might be worthy enough to offer immortality to. I was wrong. The only thing you're worthy of is becoming dust at my hand. Friday, undead, resistance to a lot. Let's see if we can't try to make this work. Friday recovers from your attack. And that is the unfortunate part about this fight. It's unwinnable by design. And he recovers from every hit you do. And unfortunately, I don't have a weapon that makes it easier for me to die in a single turn. Because there are several such weapons. Or really, two. But those are for way later in the game. Yeah, I think this is the first one that is completely and utterly unwinnable and that no one has ever managed to cheese through. At least in this design. But I could be wrong. And I would be delighted to know that I was wrong. But for that you need to do 6,134 damage in a single attack. And that is with the let's see, that is with the immunity here. And now that our darkness resistance is dropped back down from utterly ridiculous to high-ish, we die in a turn. I tire of this distraction. You beat me handily the last time we faced each other, Jaina, and it seems your power has grown over the years in between. But it's no match for the power that now courses through my veins. I can control the very blood in your veins. You won't get away with this. The Queen will fall to dust if he hasn't already. With every passing second, my power grows. Any vampire, any werewolf, any being that doesn't bow to me will share her fate. I am going to relish in squeezing every last drop of your precious blood out of you. Know that your little dark-haired peasant friend will share your fate, Jaina. Those mangy werewolves. Thursday? Thursday! Thursday! And then there are the sovereign wings of Safaria. Friday's been stopped. Can we pay the cost? Blood and roses. I only hope we make it in time to stop Friday and save Thursday. And the moon grows full. Don't wiggle around, please. You got there just in time, Jaina. Thursday will be weak for several months as the body and blood recovers. But she will live. And now, Darkovia has long been torn by strife, As long as I and my children have tread this earth, we've been hunted. Even in the safety of our eternal darkness, your guardians invaded and built this tower with the blood of vampires and humans shed over the bricks, mixed in the mortar. And you dared to make it your castle. You dared to kill and attack your double brethren. Dared to drink from your own descendant. The one who could bring all of Darkovia together. You dared to challenge the queen of vampires. See the power of the true leader of the vampires. No, please. He will never stop trying to hurt you. He will always be a threat. He's family. There must be a way. Yes, this might be more appropriate. You are no longer a vampire. You are a worm. The light rune that marks you means that no creature of darkness will ever come to your aid. No vampire nest will ever welcome you again. Your fangs will rest in my castle, and you will have to hunt creatures as low as yourself, to tear apart, to feed on like the animal you are. Your black heart is now mine, and as long as I hold it, you will live on, a wandering wretch, as Darkovia rises again, with no place for the likes of you. Unchain him. Your Highness, my queen, please! We must go back to my castle, my dear, so you can be safe while you heal. No, I'm sorry, but I want to go home to Amityville. You will not be safe there. I'm not sure I'm safe anywhere, but Amityville is my home. You left your necklace at the castle. I do seem to think more clearly without it. Your Grace. I must go. I will have to entrust your safety to your friends. For now. Those that followed Friday that escaped. They will find no home in Darkovia as long as I rule. They will be the first to come for her, if you don't find them first. It will be done, Zephyria. Can you get Thursday to Amityville safely? Any vampire that tries to stop us is dust. Let me find and kill the ones who would try to stop us. The last remnants of Friday's followers. Please. Your power was shattered the moment your tower did. Now we will just clean up. And you think you can stand a chance? Don't make me laugh. And vampires in the woods. This is the quest where you can just hang out and hunt them. Ah. Nope. Apparently we have hunted all the vampires remaining. Ah, that is where the others are. Let them try. I love this song. This song is so fun. It is far more triumphant than some of the other songs. And it especially fits for this particular quest. Because, well, we are triumphant. When our mana runs out, we shall go to Amityville. Ah, empty veil. We entered. Lost too much blood. It would be dangerous to draw any right now. I won't stop looking for a cure, Raven, but you won't be able to stay in Emptyville during the full moon. You're just going to kick her out? I'm trying to keep her safe. The townspeople won't accept the werewolf in town, nor will many of the Rose soldiers stationed here. If she happens to be sent on a quest while the moon is full, we may be able to avoid a confrontation until I find a cure. Janie is still trying as well. Raven could be an emissary between our labs and help us work together to find a cure faster. If it will help with your mission, I can do it. You're already starting to look a little wolfish, soldier. Go rest indeed. Tonight is the full moon and you need to head out before it waxes us in full. Thank you, Jaina. You're a true hero. You're taking a huge risk, Megas. Will Raven or Thursday be safe with Rose, Lon and Cheney? I can only try, Jaina. Raven and Thursday are both in danger. I think we all are. I joined the Rose knowing that magic could do great things, but still believing that the capacity for it to do evil, for magic to harm those that I care about is too great. I still believe that Lore would be better off, safer without magic. But then, Raven is the age my daughter would be. And now she's in as much danger from the Rose as she is from the magic in the world. And if she got sent to Swordhaven would be a blessing. The Beastmaster takes care of all the creatures sent to the tower. And Archmagus Tiania is trying to find a way to make sure that the end of magic doesn't affect them badly. By experimenting on them. Jania? No, it's hard to explain. And Acanthus? Acanthus is different. I can understand his aversion to magic with the stories he told of the southern continent, but his methods are archaic. The southern continent? Yes, his emperor sent him here after the Day of Darkness, when sepulchres Dracolich ate the sun. He came to me for burns off and told stories of giants that demanded tribute, humongous elemental titans, and dragons that wreaked havoc across the countryside. He watched his parents as his parents were confused by fire and almost died himself. It's why he never takes off his helm. The amount of pain and anger in his voice makes me think his scars rival Zen's. I had heard a different story. Rumors will always surround the masked executioner, which is unfortunately what he has become. Which is why Raven can never be sent to Espina Rosa. Jaina, you should try to visit Swordhaven yourself. Just like magic, the rose has two sides. I think you've only dealt with the thorns. I would recommend going incognito, though. Perhaps he has a point. And he probably won't miss this at all. Thursday will recover in time, but for Raven, Neron and Cheney, the danger of discovery before a cure can be found is huge. And we got a scythe. Let us sell it. And thank you so much, Jaina. You saved my life, and now maybe Magus Neron will be able to help Raven and the werewolves. Tell me everything that happened while I was with the Queen, Jaina. And that's how you can replay this quest. It's unfortunate that you can't interact with her more. There's also the other quest lying around here. For Lyris. Meow. That is the author avatar of one of the developers. Well then. I'm sorry, but the zombie graveyard is closed due to a zombie infestation. Jaina? Is that really you? It's me, Rosemary. Well, I go by Harkness now since I've joined the Rose. If you're staying in town, you should see my son, Adrian, for a room at the inn. See, the Rose isn't all bad. Not all bad, though. Doesn't mean it's all good, either. I could continue doing the main storyline, which, yeah, that's definitely something we need to get caught up on. There's then the sheer storyline, but I think that after we do this and this one at most, we will go ahead and do the Calamity Saga. But for now, I think these last 21 minutes would be a good way to spend them. Would be getting our daggers just a bit better. Twin Blades of Doom can be far more than that. Let's froth this up. Right, I still need to go ahead and pop in my extra stat points. So we will do that now quickly. Let's go to home. And then Falcon Range. Not the bank, rather this place, the stat trainer. And let's see, we need 10 of these to purify. Doomslayer badge, and that Slayer badge, I mean. And then to upgrade, we will need the purification research materials that we have. Let's see. For this one, this is needed. But for the ones with light weakness, maybe this one could be enough. Especially for the undead with that. Though not the amalgams. The spare parts need a bit more damage. This goes so much quicker in by using one of the paid classes. Though snapping them all away isn't the most fun either. Go, Mr. Approvals. Yeah, let's not use that one again. It would be embarrassing if I took damage. That's 5 out of 10. And there are so many other materials you need that during this entire farming session you would probably go up a couple times and go level up a couple times. Annoying. Dark crystal. Ooh, Arctic's missed one. So yeah, anytime we finish early, I will go ahead and do this one from now on, because this is important and we want to make sure that we have a really good light weapon as well as a really good dark weapon and everything else. Decent. Not enough, but enough that I can use it against the other skeletons. Because, nah, not really, though. Given that it has the same weakness to water as it has to light. Yeah. Let's use a different tactic for these. Let's just continue on with this tactic. And then we have our purified one. I hope at least. And we didn't get it. So after we get this one, I will go ahead and do some other things that are required for getting the highest levels of the Destiny weapons. Oh, come on! Really? Really, really? And now we get it. Yes. Leave. Purify doom weapon more. Done and upgrade more. Now we can at least store it somewhere in the bank. Also, you know, this one deals 54 to 76. This one deals 38 to 70. It is the second level. You might also have noticed in this shop there are some that are grayed out. These require a blacksmithing skill. Let us go ahead and go to Falcon Reach. In crafting weapons. Crafting weapons, build my own weapons. Train blacksmithing. You want to increase your blacksmithing skill? Great, I need some help around the shop. And there's nothing like hands-on experience. Oh. Increasing your blacksmithing craft skill can be a little confusing. So let me tell you how it works. A lot of people in Falcon Reach need a lot of metalwork done for them. And some people around here want some pretty odd stuff. Like, let's say someone wants a smelly axe of light. In the first box, you would want to select the ingredient that looks the most smelly. In this case, it would probably be either the fish or the cheese icon. I've smelled some bad cheese, but nothing stinks like fish when it goes back. So I'll go with fish and hope that I'm right. Next, you pick the mold, and you would pick the mold that would be best for an axe. That's the easy part. And then off light. Finally, you select the third ingredient that would make the item off light. I think that would probably be the candle icon. After that, you just hit the create button. Once you make it, the item will let you know if you got it right or wrong. If you're right, then you get a roll if you to see if you have gained a skill level, and a little luck might help as well. As you gain skill levels, you unlock new weapon recipes. Pretty soon you'll be making your own powerful handcrafted weapons. Ready to try to increase your blacksmithing skill? This is needed up to level 18 out of 35 for now. Swift is something swift, that's this. A dagger is this, and first aid is healing. Great job, you made that item perfectly. I'm sure my customer will be pleased with your work. Now, let's see if you've gained any skill points. And then this is out of 100. You start at 5 even though it says 0, and then you go ahead and go higher. Luck has a great influence, and I can get my luck up to 200, but I don't want to. It gets you, I think, 10 points or 20 points. Either 10 or 20 points bonus. Swift pitchfork of reading +1. Yay. Drowning claymore of crystal. Ta-da! And if you fail, you get a bonus to the next time, though that doesn't really carry over. Master key of the storm. Storm is a bit of a weird one, but rain works. Oh no, try again. Now we get to see Blizzard ice cream scoop. This is the ice cream scoop of lumberjacking. Oh no, Blizzard Spade. Let's see, what would it have been? Crystal Trident of Rooting. Yay. Additional. Dagger of the Marathon. Yes. Because we failed in between making the weapons. Dairy loop of swimming. Swimming, loop, and dairy is this one. Avian horseshoe of poultry. Fossilized hacksaw of snacking. Oh, lactose intolerance. The Visionaries doorbell of the marathon. Whispering master key of sprinting. Oh no, try again. Rock Lord's master key of lactose intolerance. Yay, success. Librarian's sledgehammer of tongue twisting. Fisherman's cowbell of math mastery. Aw, good spelling. Let's see, one more. First aid, hammer, and swift. Yay, 18. Now, oh, that was not what I wanted. Make weapons, make weapons. You can also upgrade the dire or the doom weapons if you want them to be, well, doom. You first go to the orb where you buy the doom weapons, where you can upgrade them with the research that you get. The doom research from Lon in book 1. Upgrade doom. Oh, first the unlucky doom essences. No, first you upgrade them at Lon and Cheney, then you get the unlucky doom essences from doing the quest in the necropolis and getting the unlucky doom essences from the haunted castle quest, which requires a dragon amulet. Then you go here and get these all upgraded all the way up to Grizzly, or for Destiny weapons you get them upgraded all the way to Upright. Then you can leave them to an area we haven't been yet, and then finally at the inn. Because they have here in the dragon challenges the Destiny weapons, which the ultimate Destiny weapons look awesome. For a long time, the best you could upgrade your weapons was, as your Doom weapons, was level 66. Recently, this week, they changed that. Unreal Doom essences. These look awesome. And with that, I think it is a good wrapping up point. So I will see you all next week, where we continue along with the main storyline, the End of Magic storyline for Dragonfable Book 3. See you all then.